Inside the Circle. Sean, you see it. Season 5, episode 6.1. I say 6.1 because we got 6.2s, 3, and 4, and 5 coming. We got a lot going on this weekend, Sean. This episode has got to be chock full of stuff, but we got to get through it because we got a lot of other stuff we got to do. We got to tape some stuff. We got to upload this. It just takes so long. And then I got people tweeting at me, hey, what's up, calling me, sending me emails. It's like, dude, I ain't got time for all this.
They send you regular mail?
I've never received regular mail from the people. There's a reason for that. I don't give my address out.
Oh, you give my address out?
Heck yeah. Hey, Sean, this weekend, before we get there, let's talk about our new duds.
Yeah, we got some new Megan's Miles.
Woo, we got some new Megan's Miles stuff.
Finish strong.
Finish strong is right. Don't forget, May, help me out, 28th, high noon.
Where at?
Central Crossing High School.
Oh, look at this guy.
Hey, I'm on it, doggone it. We still got the prize. If you bring the most people, it's $100. If you finish with the best time, you get $300. So I love that.
Is there a chance I could get 400 then?
Yes, there is.
Ooh.
Most certainly. Dang, I didn't even think about that. I considered 2 different teams. Bow. Sean, I would love nothing more for the sponsor to kick in a little more money, but right now we're at 1 in 300, but we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Let's talk about this weekend's events. Jimmy Wood down in New Lex. We had a few teams down there.
Phenomenal tournament.
Great tournament. We also had the Hamilton Township Invitational had a tournament. Brought some teams from out of state and some local teams. We also had the Watkins Memorial Tournament.
Where's that at?
That's out at Watkins Memorial High School.
Where's Watkins Memorial High School?
It's out there, just past Old Man's Bend. You'll see it.
It's out there, dude. Man, it's out there. I did not know people lived that far out.
You thought the Earth just ended right there.
You know, that's so funny you say because I know what Christopher Columbus was thinking. I was like, dude, am I just going to fall off the edge here? I mean, these people are out here, dude.
Stop it! Aside from those events, we're also going to be looking ahead to not only the state duels, but also this weekend's action. Saturday, you had the state duels. On Wednesday, you also have probably some league matches on Thursday. And then you followed up with Saturday wrestling. One big tournament we've got.
Boy, do we have some Saturday wrestling for you guys.
It's going to be great. Sean, preface it at the beginning of the show, let's talk Jimmy Wood.
Jimmy Wood tournament. We had about 5 or 6 local teams go down to New Lex for the Jimmy Wood Invitational. The highest finishing team from Central Ohio was Lancaster. They got 3rd. Amanda Clear Creek got 6th. Lancaster did it on the back of how many placers they have?
I bet they had 10. 10 top 8 finishers.
That's a great showing, actually, because Jimmy Woods was probably the premier tournament this half of the state this past weekend. For them to have 10 placers finish in the top 8, I think it's absolutely incredible for them.
Great job, Lancaster.
Their highest finisher was McCritchie at 170.
Oh, yeah, McCritchie.
Yeah, starting to wrestle really good, coming off that big pin over Cisco on Thursday Night Thunder.
Yes.
Then he gets a solid 2nd at this Jimmy Wood tournament. Congratulations. Also notable finisher there was Logan Agan got 5th. He lost in his pool to really Brandon Lucas from Western Brown, who's superstar kid. The best he could get was 5th, and he did there. And we also had Amanda Clear Creek's Huffman at 138 get 2nd as well. So congratulations again to everyone who wrestled down there from the Central District. Great showing.
Excellent job. Let's move north, actually west, sorry, and head to Hamilton Township. And Sean, we had a team from out of the area come in, win first place. Warren Local gets first and does it ahead of Grove City, who got 2nd by 2 points.
2 points.
2 points. And you know someone's kicking themselves, man. I had that kid on his back, and then another teammate's like, dude, I was up by 7. I couldn't get the final takedown.
Well, the ref didn't give me my near fault.
Yeah, it's always the ref's fault. I clubbed him or something. Who knows? And then so Grove City gets 2nd by 2, and then following back a little bit was Hilliard Davidson in 3rd. Did a great job. Hilliard Davidson actually had 2 champs. Regular cast of characters with Dussault at 113, followed by Gio DeSabato at 120. Great job. Another team that had 2 champs, Dublin Scioto, they had one at 132. They also had one at 285. Great match. Think about this, Sean. Just spit a little bit. Think about this. We knew we had a top dog and heavyweight. We also knew maybe there's a 2nd tier, but the 3rd and 4th place finishers at Darby District was just like a rotating carousel. We thought Whittier was there. We still think Whittier's there. He is obviously still there. Zimmerman comes in from Dublin Scioto, is able to upend him. Now we've got another name in the basket that we're just going to be like, all right, hear you, we got a name. So
he's actually had a good month of wrestling. He has. Close loss to a Wolf in the finals of the Kevin Cleveland.
Most certainly.
Zimmerman, again, as Mark said, there's probably up to maybe 9 people now. circling around in those last couple spots at heavyweights, which is going to make a great. I said this before, not to get way off the track, because I think this year's district tournament is going to be one of the best we've had in the last 10 years, because there is so much parity and so much uncertainty at a lot of weights that every win is going to be an important win.
Yes, even the first round, the second, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're going to have to watch every match. That's the bottom line. Right. You're going to have to watch every match. Sean, another team that had a pair of champs.
I had a guide to tell me which matches will be the premier.
Some Friday night fireworks. Yeah, I don't know who would do that.
Somebody would do something like to let me know the matches to watch. So.
Let you know which matches to watch. I'll write that down. I'll brainstorm a little bit. We'll come up with someone.
Okay.
Another team that had a pair of champs. Bishop Hartley. They walk away with 106. Petrella. And then 160. We talked about McRitchie peaking at the right time. I think Bayless might be another guy.
Yeah, Bayless is really having a hot month as well for the Hawks.
Yes, he's flying high, baby. Soren? No? Okay, here we go. Groveport Madison walks away with the champ at 182 pounds. Kyle Duty walks away your champ there. And his cousin Kalen's a finalist. He loses to hometown favorite.
Oh, which leads us to the question, did a hometown have a champion?
Yes, they did. Marquez at 195 is able to up in red hot Kalen Duty, doing great, and he ends up winning. I think it was 4-3. I could be wrong on that, but it was a tough match, so good stuff all the way around. Sean, that's at Hamilton Township. Let's go down where we were. We were able to get in. They didn't, they had the sheriff on duty. He must not have, I don't know what he was looking at there.
Yeah.
But Watkins Memorial High School had a great field. I thought they brought in some quality teams.
Yeah, real quality field.
Great tournament all the way around. Your champs. Marysville does so on the strength of 6 finalists. You heard that right. 6 finalists. They walk away with 4 champs. They had Marsh. Oh no, they bumped them up. Hurd at 145, Marsh at 152, Bates at 160. That middle of the lineup is very tough for them. And then they also had Connolly winning at 285.
285?
Yep.
Just another guy to throw in there.
Hey, that dude plays 8th at Brecksville, 8th at Top Gun. He is really doing well, and now he wins the Watkins Memorial Tournament. Watkins Memorial gets 2nd place.
Okay.
And it was contested all day long.
They had 4 or 5 finalists maybe?
They had 5 finalists. They walk away with 2 champs. We had Mason Boyd at 106, followed by Max Boyd at 182.
I wonder if they're related.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'll have to ask. Getting 3rd place was out of the district, Sheridan. I think they're out of the district. Sheridan, they finished with 232 points. Other notables, though, from the Central District area that walked away with champs. Your guy, our guy, Bailey Monday.
That's our guy, man. That's our guy.
Bailey Monday walks away with champ at 120 pounds from Big Walnut. Recent Wrestler of the Month, Luke Hernandez from Tri-Valley walks away. He's an adopted son, but we like him. Champ at 138. And then 195, Garen from Logan walks away as a champ. So good job to you guys. That was Hamilton Township. I'm sorry, that was Watkins Memorial. Losing my brain right now. Sean, anything you want to say about that event?
I think you covered it. It was a good day. I mean, it kept on going. It was on point. Good day of wrestling all the way around. 4 mats, never stop wrestling. Thanks for having us out there, Coach.
Boom, Coach Kurth, yes, most certainly. Sean, that was Watkins Memorial. Those were our 3 big tournaments that we wanted to go over. Now, that's what happened in the past. Let's talk about what's going on this week.
It's
Sean,
coming.
Midweek, Wednesday Night Wrestling is coming, and I'm here to tell you the state duels. This is what I love, the regional stuff, because we know everybody in the gym, and every match is important.
And they know us.
Yeah, that is true.
I got all the hate mail to prove it.
Let's talk about Region 5. Let's start with Region 5.
Okay.
You've got 4 teams in Region 5. You have Watkins Memorial taking on Westerville North.
I like the Warriors in that one.
Okay. Hey, wait a minute. This guy. Watkins Memorial versus Westerville North. And they will face the winner of that will face the winner of Upper Arlington and Lancaster. Sean, let's break this down before we go to Region 6. Watkins Memorial taking on Westerville North. There for a while you would think, this is going to be maybe Westerville North's match to lose. But now it looks a little more evenly matched and
yeah, it does look evenly matched. I think that will be the more competitive of the 2 there. I think Westerville North and Watkins will have a little bit more competitive. I still think Westerville North has the horses to outlast them. And the bottom one, UA and Lancaster. I just think Lancaster's wrestling great right now. Again, they had all those people placed at Jimmy Wood. That was probably one of the top things. And I think they're going to have a little trouble dispatching of the
Golden Bears. I felt that coming.
Final. Now, when we get to the final, it really is a coin flip here between Westerville North and Gales. I think there's a couple key weights that are going to decide this. We're not going to get into that. But I think this could be decided at the little guys. Hint, hint, wink, wink. But
we'll talk off camera.
I'm going to take the Gales here. To up the Warriors here. I just think them coming off a big big tournament like Jimmy Wood. They had a great showing against Pickerington Central, 3 or 4 days before that in the duel. These guys are really wrestling well right now, and I'm having the Gales to be your representative of Region 5.
How about that? I mentioned how it's going to be some great wrestling. There is nothing like the energy when all 4 teams, are rooting. You got 2 matches going on. It's just a good time. So I'm excited about it. Now, I won't be at Westerville North. However, I will be Region 6.
Oh, Region 6.
Region 6, Dublin Kaufman. Yeah. We're going to have Darby. That's Hilliard Darby taking on Dublin Kaufman. That'll be a good one. Then on the bottom, I think just as entertaining is going to be Olentangy taking on Marysville. Sean, Region 6 is going to be lights out.
Yeah, Region 6, as Mark is alluding to, is without a doubt the premier region of Central Ohio. I mean, this is the region. If you're not wrestling at one of the other regions, get to Dublin Kaufman. This gym is going to be filled with more stars than the Darby district is going to have. I mean, we're going to have Darby and Dublin Kaufman in an absolute barn burner. I think it may come down to the Thatcher's in or not. I know he got hurt a couple weeks ago. I think I'm not sure if he's going to wrestle or not. I think that's a key point in the match.
That slim of a margin.
Yeah, it's going to be that point of a margin. We're just going to have a lot of great wrestling that could go either way. I think maybe Kaufman might get some momentum in the little guys.
Okay.
And then when Darby gets to Rayburns and Blocks and Thatchers and Ball and Coover. Cover. It's just like, man, this is really. I'm gonna say Dublin Kaufman's probably a slight favorite, but maybe
they better bring their A game.
Yeah, they got to bring their A game, or they'll be sitting in the bleachers for round 2.
Hey, one quick point. You mentioned Ty Block 38, Quentin Thatcher 152.
Right, and then
Rayburn's a 152, right? Yeah. And then Thatcher 160, and 182 is Ball. It's almost as if there's a guy evenly spaced that if Dublin Kaufman starts to get some momentum, Dublin Kaufman's big gun can stop and squish that. That's going to be a great match, dude.
Keep the people in the crowd a little bit quiet.
Yeah.
Nothing going there.
Certainly. What about the other match? Olentangy taking on Marysville.
Yeah, I think Marysville will have a little trouble here. They just seem to match up well with Olentangy. Like, wherever Olentangy has their big guns, Marysville has a gun. That might be a little bit bigger. I mean, we're going to have their big guns of Flanagan, Gore, and Hall going against the likes of Hurd, Marsh, and Bates. I mean, even at 26, where Olentangy's got a solid guy, he's going to have to go against Sharp, though.
Right.
So it's kind of, I don't know if they'll be able to get enough momentum going to upend the Monarchs or not. I like Marysville coming out, and if Dublin Kaufman can somehow muster everything up and get past Darby.
Who wins that?
I really don't know who wins that, to be honest with you. Usually I have like an inkling of how I think since these guys wrestled a week ago, you're going to see a change in the lineup. I would expect someone to make a change somewhere.
That's true, yeah.
I mean, I guess I wouldn't expect it, but there could be a change in the lineup. It's why me and you talked. I don't like that we have these teams that are in our own OCC. We duel for a spot in the state tournament a week later. I think that's one reason that's bad for it, but without getting off track, I really don't know who wins that match. I said it before when they wrestled in the OCC duel. I didn't know who would win, and I still don't know who would win. So
that's
what makes it great.
No, I was about to say, this is the kind of match that you go to a dual meet. 99 times out of 100, you see the captains come into the middle, they flip the disc, whatever, dude. This is the type of match that everybody's going to be paying attention to. Who's getting odd? Who's getting even? I'm going to mark that down. I'm telling you, it will. You've got to report to the table. No, you've got to report to the table. It worked out. It worked out one time for us. One time. We picked odd, we got odd, and we had a guy warming up. They thought that we were going to put that guy out there. And we didn't, and we ended up, I do believe we ended up winning that match. One time. And all
coach for 20 years, one time.
One time.
I guess we know why he's not coaching.
No, because we always, won the dual meet, I'll pay straight up. No. Sean, that's state duels, man. That is awesome. That's on Wednesday. There's probably going to be some Thursday Night Thunder. I've been a little scatterbrained, haven't been able to follow it as well. Maybe we can get some talk on the chatter about who's going where, and this way you'll have a little bit of better understanding of what's going on Thursday night. But Sean, let's not stop. Let's talk about what's going to be happening Saturday. There's one marquee tournament that I want to talk about.
I don't even know if marquee is the big enough word to use for this tournament.
Just can't get big enough. Marquee matchup. This is the Delaware Hayes Riemann Invitational up at Delaware Hayes, obviously, at the high school. You've got Delaware Hayes, thank you, Olentangy, Central Crossing, CC. HS and Dublin Kaufman are all going to be there. So, not only that, you're going to be bringing some teams, we think, from the outside. Massillon Perry. Hello, Cincinnati Elder. Hello.
No way.
Dude.
Get out.
Oh.
No way.
The big salad. hey, listen, this is going to be another great event. If you can make it, get there.
Make it.
Period. Yeah.
If you want to watch what real wrestling looks like, get to Delaware High School this Saturday. It is absolutely going to be phenomenal wrestling. Now, we keep hearing murmurs. Maybe we're going to have the Super 52 weight class where we're going to have Carr, Maddox, and Demas. I don't know, but if you got Demas at 45 for sure and Carr 52 for sure, Max got to go somewhere.
So he could go 60.
He could go 60.
Just to say, nah, dog, I didn't even like that.
I wrestle Tariq Evans then. Tariq Evans is a solid
he is.
So it's just a lot of, like Mark said, this probably is the best tournament in Central Ohio this year.
Well, the Cruiser Invitational isn't running, so maybe.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is just a premier tournament. Hats off to these guys for being able to pull this off. I know sometimes it's hard this late in the season to get teams to commit to tournaments this tough, as Mark talked about. It starts to slow down. Teams want to evaluate themselves a little bit more before extending themselves. Great job to the staff of Delaware of getting these teams together, and we're excited to be part of it this year.
Love being a part of it, and we actually got some Delaware Hayes shirts we might... I got to wear my Inside the Circle shirt. People got to know.
I will wear my Delaware Hayes shirt, because that's who I am. I will.
Well, you gotta have your badge, then your Inside the Circle badge.
I will.
Okay, cool. Sean, anything else that you wanted to mention? I mean, we talked about wrestling. We talked about duels, state duels. We talked about Thursday Night Thunder a little bit. We talked about what happened last week. We're talking about the Saturday tournament. I guess we're done with this episode. We're
almost done with this episode. This is the last episode of the month, and what we have done now is have Wrestler of the Month awards. We've had about 5 or 6 people we started with. We've narrowed it down to 3. So this is the 3 Wrestler of the Month awards we are giving out.
Can we give the man a shirt?
Give the man a shirt.
Who can we give it to?
Number one, the first guy we're going to give out for Wrestler of the Month is Trevor Lawson, Old Tangent Liberty. This guy's been on fire. I don't think he's lost since Iron Man. He's just racking up wins after wins there. He wins the Bill D's over Solid Field, and then wins the Wadsworth tournament over state runner-up Bowman from Wadsworth. Great job, Trevor. You're on fire right now, buddy. Keep it going. Number 2, I know we don't give a lot of love to D2 and D3, but this year, this time we don't forget about you guys. Hudson Jump Grandview, 19-0 for the season. Come off that big win at the South George where he beat your boy Jake Burns.
I like me some Burns, yeah.
That's a huge win, so great job, Hudson there. Congratulations. Hope you enjoy the shirt. And number 3, not to be outdone by anyone, Max Wright, Delaware Hayes. But just basically come off the bench and win the top gun over a Solid Field.
Heck yeah.
The guys wrestle well. Hopefully he can keep the injury bug, get it in shape, and make great things happen down at the shot this year. Congratulations, Max Wright. Way
to go, Max Wright. Sean, we got each sectional for Division I in the Central District coming up. We're going to break them down, 6.2, 6.3, 6.4, and 6.5. Stay tuned. You got anything else?
No.
And now you are inside the circle.